Welcome back to another Film Geek movie review. Today, after the old day job, I am off to check out the new family-friendly A24 film, The Legend of Ochi. The Legend of Ochi tells the story of a young girl who lives in a world where there's these creatures called the Ochi. And she finds a baby one abandoned in the woods. And so she decides to take this creature back to its family. This movie looks like it's going to be pretty awesome, to be perfectly honest. Just from the trailer alone, I was taken in by its whimsy. This film is written and directed by Isaiah Saxton, and it's starring Helena Zellgen, Willem Dafoe, Emily Watson, and Finn Wolfhard. And honestly, guys, I really do like the look of this film. From what I've seen, I'm pretty sure that the movie's effects are done practically. From what I saw, I'm pretty sure that that was a puppet, not a CGI figure in the trailer. So needless to say, I'm really stoked to check this movie out. But you know what? First, I gotta get off to the old day job, and then I'm off to check out The Legend of Ochi. Welcome back. Just getting home from Legend of Ochi, and guys, this movie was so cool. I really enjoyed this film. Now, before I dive in, I just want to make something perfectly clear right now. I have some neighbors who just recently moved in on our floor, and they have a newborn baby. So if you hear some baby screaming in the background, it's not from me, okay? There is no baby up in here. My kiddos are growed up, which you're gonna learn here in a moment. Anyways, my kids are growed up and moved out, so no babies in this household. I'm just letting you know because, sometimes there's weird sounds in the background. And I mean, when you live in a high-rise apartment building like I do, if someone on your floor has a newborn baby, you all have a newborn baby. So just be aware of that. There's a lot of crying. All right, so let's get into this review, shall we? Let's talk about this movie because I want to talk about this movie. I loved this movie, to be perfectly honest, guys. I don't have anything negative to say about this movie, except for I really do wish that my kids were still young because I would have loved to have taken them to see this movie, because this is a kind of movie that we just do not get from Hollywood or really anybody much anymore. This was a practical effect driven adventure story with a real puppet. There's probably some parts that had some CGI. I honestly didn't really notice it because I was just kind of taken in from the beauty of the film. So if there was some CGI used, good job, because it looked great. But almost this entire film is done with practical effects and puppetry, and the creature design is ridiculously good. The baby Ochi that our main character takes with us through the journey, the one that she's taking home to her parents, is just so well done and believable and amazing that you really think that this is a living, breathing creature that's on the screen, and it's a puppet. It was so well done, and I haven't seen effects this good in a long time. I know I've heard some buzz of people comparing this creature to Grogu, which is also a practical effect puppet too, so maybe that's it. But they got the big ears and the big eyes and all, so maybe that's what's going on. But to be perfectly honest, I really dug that about the design. So let's go into the creature design really quick. I really love the way that they made this creature both very friendly looking, and when the creature needs to be, the Ochi does look pissed off. It does have a mean side to it. It's got some sharp old teeth and all. I liked the adult creature design in this film also, and the adults that they do show are also practical effects. They are puppets also, are people in costume, and they look amazing. Everything looks so solid and beautiful. The cinematography in this film is breathtaking. I do believe this film was filmed in Romania, and the Romanian countryside looks gorgeous, and it also is really amazing how they were able to make this almost an alien world by usage of, well, again, puppets and different sets different structures they had. They kind of made animals look slightly different than they would actually look here, because this is a fantasy story. This is another world, another planet, dimension, however you want to do it. It's a fantasy world where these humans and the Ochi both coexist, and they're not real happy with each other. And there's no, as the story progresses, of course, things are learned, and there's more lore and all that we learn about the Ochi, and I really loved it. I really enjoyed watching a movie like this because it's been so long since I've gone into the cinema and seen a family-friendly film that I did not have to make excuses for, being like, look, it's a family movie, okay? Now, the story is pretty basic, not gonna lie. This is not something that we haven't seen before. It's about a child who finds a creature or an animal, and they go on an adventure together. And this is not unusual, but what makes this so much better than some of the CGI crap that we see is definitely the practical effects, the amazing acting, and the amazing cinematography. This film was not made for children. This movie was made for families. This movie was made for everyone to sit down and for everyone of every age group to enjoy this movie. There's plenty of fun slapsticky comedy that the kids are going to enjoy. There's the breathtaking cinematography. There's this story of redemption for parents. There is so much that this film brings to the table that you just don't get to see in action adventure films like this for families anymore. Most of those movies just don't exist. It's just, I don't know if you all remember some of the crap that came out in the early aughts when my kids would have been little. It was garbage. I mean, come on. Garfield, Tale of Two Kitties. I mean, jeez, God. But this is the kind of movie you load the kids up in, you go to the Cineplex, and you all take in a movie that you're going to enjoy. And let me tell you, the emotional core of this film is there also. It just comes together and makes a really, really amazingly done family film. This is A24's first go at a family film also, and I cannot believe they knocked it out of the ballpark as absolutely perfect as they did. And I gotta tell you guys, this is definitely a get out there and see it in theaters, see it on the big screen so you can take in all of the beauty of the cinematography and the scenery. I didn't even bring up the set dressing because they make these homes again that look alien but still familiar, and I'm just blown away by the set dressing and all of the amazing details that went into creating this world, and no computers were used in doing it. I can't believe that I'm so blown away by this, but guys, I really am. Get out there, support this film. It comes out this weekend in theaters everywhere in America from what I understand. So get out there and check this film out, Legend of Ochi. This is not a movie that you get to see very often in theaters, so do not waste this opportunity. Get your kids out there, take them to see this movie, because one thing I wish I could have seen was the magic and wonder and whimsy in the eyes of my kids while they were watching all of this up on the screen. So you know what, guys? If you liked what you saw here today, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, ring that bell for notifications, and give me the old thumbs up so I know you like what you're seeing. And if there's one more thing you can do, folks, that is keep watching movies. You know I'm gonna.